Hey, Scruffy. Oh, got some meows from you today, huh? Okay. Well, I have a flea pill for you tonight. So, yeah, I got your party cuts with real chicken and beef, your kibble, and yeah, finally a flea pill. I don't think your fleas are that bad, but I see you grooming aggressively every now and then. So now that we're done with the earth, and you had a day of nothing in your food, gotta get this over with. Yeah. Wow. Looking right at me, huh? And usually Scruffy doesn't like looking directly at me. Okay. Oh, he's ready to go, huh? And I gotta eat your food on the table. I gotta get the glove on. Okay. So the weather was much nicer today. So temperature-wise, I think it was actually a little hotter than yesterday. But there was a breeze and a wind, which made things feel cooler. And the sun completely came out today, so it's really sunny. Usually the sun makes everything feel hotter, but the wind really kind of counterbalanced that. And then yesterday we had really bad humidity. And since, yeah, there are no clouds today, there's no humidity. So, yeah, it was a much nicer day today. Unfortunately, tomorrow and the following day look like they're going to get hot again. So, not as bad as the past few days, but still hot enough that I'm not sure if I'm going to stay indoors or not. It might be hot enough where, yeah, I don't want to go out. Not sure yet. It's like right on, the forecast is like right on that borderline. And both days are going to be equally hot. So there's not going to be one day better than the other. At least that's the forecast for now. We'll see. So I actually kind of felt like I wanted to take a rest day today, at least from biking or running, but because of the weather, today was so nice, and the next couple days are going to be so bad, or bad enough that I felt like I should do one more bike ride today, and then try to take tomorrow off, even though I kind of need a rest right now. So, so I went out for a bike ride late afternoon. I actually just got back not long ago. So I'm still trying to beat the heat. It's still warm, and the sun's powerful. So I'm trying not to go out till it's cooling down. So I think pulled up his paw there. So there were some moments where I felt like my hip was on the verge of acting up, so I was a little nervous. So all the traffic lights, I was, getting off my bike and stretching, trying to make sure my leg, my hip doesn't get re-injured. But by the time I got to the park where I ride, it felt okay. Today I actually decided to take the main pedestrian entrance, which is a dirt trail. It's not a hard dirt trail, so it's mostly flat with a few uneven areas, but it's not too bad. But I've been staying off of it just because I wanted to make sure I don't do any sudden movements that might cause me to re-injure my leg or hip. But I felt like maybe I'm far enough along or I can manage it. And I was kind of tired of taking the main, wow, it's really climbing up there. Taking the main access road for vehicles. I don't like dodging cars if I don't have to. Oops. Something scared him. I was like shifting my position in the chair. I think maybe that startled him. I have to get used to that, Scruffy. It's not fair that you expect me not to move. It's hard to be completely stationary, motionless. I think Scruffy's starting to calm down, so maybe we'll get him his food. So I got the flea pill in there. I'll make sure he eats it. So I crushed it, so it's dissolved in the gravy. Okay, let's get your food. Okay. So I hope he doesn't throw up tonight. Because that'd be the worst time for him to throw up. Those flea pills aren't cheap. Of course, he eats his own vomit, so there's a chance he might still eat the pill even if he throws it up. So I wasn't sure when the best time to give him his flea pill is. So I wasn't sure if should I wait for the weather to cool down or should I wait for the weather to heat up. So I don't know how the weather patterns affect his contact with fleas. So is he more likely to go in places that are flea infested when it's hot? or when it's not. So let's see. Today, yeah, I saw Scruffy, I think this morning on the table, but I didn't film it. And then at lunchtime, he was out here in front, and I think he might have been awake when I was opening the blinds. So I decided to, give him his water. I wasn't going to play the waiting game too much today. But when I opened the door, he actually came up to the door and he started meowing. Wow, came up, huh? Thirsty? Okay. Okay, well, I'll bring out your water, okay? Feeling okay? Okay. So put your water down. So yeah, his meows were kind of, I'm not sure how to describe them, almost kind of whiny. Actually, no, more like you're weak. As if you had a tummy ache or something. Yeah, wasn't in a good mood or something. I don't think there was anything wrong with him. He seemed to be moving okay. So anyway, I just gave him his water. I didn't feel like playing the waiting game today, and the fact that he actually approached me at the door, actually I consider that positive. So I didn't feel like I needed to play the waiting game today, and I didn't really want to play it anyway. I had a bunch of things I had to do today, and my schedule is actually probably going to be very similar to the foreseeable future. A bunch of things I got to do. So I don't. Oh yeah, he actually soon after lunch he actually did jump back on the table and he was sleeping there again, and then he was off the table later in the afternoon. And then he was here, about an hour early for dinner, leaving at the door. So it was a little more normal today. So I think the heat has been causing him to sleep longer in the afternoon. So he's been just less energetic. But since today's cooler, I think he wakes up earlier and heads for the door for dinner. So I still haven't watered the garden. I need to do that. So these next 2 days, maybe I should do that, especially if I'm not going to go out and ride my bike. But we'll see. So I've actually been really hungry and I'm starting to crave another cheat meal. But I've been busy, so I haven't had time to actually cook. So I started defrosting some ground beef and some cheese. So I think I'm going to finally do some tacos, which I've been thinking about for multiple months now. So I just keep putting it off. But I think I'm finally going to do some tacos. was thinking I might try to do them tonight, but I don't know if I have the time. Tomorrow might be better, but since it's going to be hot tomorrow, I don't know if I want to cook anything that's going to heat up the house. I could change my mind and do hamburgers. I could use the barbecue out here. I haven't used the barbecue in a long time. Scruff is trying to get the food under the ball, but doesn't know how to push the ball. I'm going to have to move it for him. He almost had it. So he almost pushed it with his nose, but he gave up too soon. Yeah, so he pulls with his paw, but he doesn't push. Kind of surprised he has such a hard time with that. It's been over a year and a half. Figured he would have figured it out by now. I've seen other videos of cats that seem really smart. Scruffy doesn't seem to be one of them. Okay, I'm going to move the balls. I need him to get the last of the kibble and flip the bowl because the flea pill powder is probably in the gravy that's stuck to the bowl. And then, yeah, probably should go in. So, yeah, I don't want to be around Scruffy when the fleas start jumping off of him. Okay, Scruffy's leaving. Well, works out for me. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.